Alright, first we go here, and you'll always get clear water out here, always 10 of them. And that pot there, that's where we actually start our synthesis and everything. But first, of course, we learn more about what entails a workshop. Of course, this detail doesn't really matter. It's not like we're not going to keep this place, right? So the only thing we can do is figure out how to make this necro cloth, and we're going to be going around and, well, figuring that out. Even though we really don't even know the basics about making anything yet. Yeah, a long time, sure. That's the best way to find out about something, is to look it up. And now we have our third party member. How can we not? And of course, I'll explain to you about our report card. As you saw, that each letter grade gives you a certain number of points. Those points are stars, and you need to make the required number of stars before you can graduate. Of course, it automatically goes into this, telling you about school life. Yes, I'm pretty much explaining this. And if you don't make the required grades, you have to do makeup stuff. I will be showing those off in a different. I will show those off in a bonus video, because it's pretty easy to actually get good grades for all of this. Now, guys, mind you, get good grades does not affect the ending whatsoever. So, if we want to keep this story going, we go to Student Affairs to get some classes. Once we talk to her, and she's going to explain to us about actually using this place, even though I explained it in the last video. But we'll actually, yeah, the next explain blah. And of course, if you ever need to figure it out, you know, maybe you lost the manual. And now we have the wings of Icarus. These will bring us back to here anytime that we die. Actually, it brings us back to the infirmary when we die, but the chances of that happen are pretty low. Well, if you know what you're doing, if you pay attention. And they will also automatically bring you back to the school if you use them as an item from your inventory. They don't run out, so you don't have to, like, it's an unlimited item.
What can I help you with? These are the courses you can currently accept.
Which one should we choose?
Would you like to take this course? Please, head to your classroom on time.
No, you can never be late for class, so it doesn't really matter. Basic synthesis. Yes, and we'll be doing that a lot. But you'll never end up in a chance. There'll be no time where you'll only get an item once, that you can never make that item again, unless it's like a key item. And even then, it's usually made of stuff that you could regularly find. So, if you can make it once, you'll definitely be able throughout the game to make it again. Of course, first rank can only go to certain areas, and throughout the game we'll be able to go to more areas. Of course, clear water, as he says, it's in our faucets. Well, you kind of have to get all free anyway, so... Like, you have to try to fail this one. You have to try really hard. And so our next destination will most likely be the Living Forest. Next, of course, it's going to be the Living Forest. There's also, as you can see, 2 more shops area that are opened up. And we'll be going to those a little later on. I'll be showing those off, definitely. And we'll time to go off campus. And of course, we're going to learn some more stuff about this game, such as fighting monsters. Because, hey, what RPG isn't without fighting monsters? Okay, there's a couple RPGs we don't fight monsters, but... well, that's... Yay, grass cutting. The fundamental gathering technique. Of course, this is one of the main ways we'll be able to search for stuff. We'll be getting new ways of gathering things later on. As you can see, items have at most 3 different attributes, and some of these attributes are more for aesthetic purposes, while others are for actual combat and stat boosting purposes. Yeah, that's a monster. We kind of need to fight those guys. Alright. Let's do this. I pretty much will explain battle once we get into it. Alright. And I pretty much will explain how these people work. Nikki, she is going to be, for right now, she's going to be your heavy hitter. So she does a lot of regular damage. She also can use a ability called, Heartcracker, which when she kills a certain type of, well, animal type enemy with it, she'll get their hearts and she'll be able to summon them for different abilities. Jess is going to be our healer. She has Healing Echo, which drops down healing spell, and then, as you can see through the time cards, it'll also place another one which will show up at a later time. That happens twice, and it'll more likely to show it later.
1, 2, 3, and you're mine.
And see, we've converted the monster, and now we'll be able to use some hearts to, well, if we have enough hearts, we'll be able to use an ability. Vayne, he's more of a multiple round hitter and multiple hitting person. Right now he has the analyze ability, and he's the only one who ever have the analyze ability, which is allows you to know the attributes and HP of the enemy. So pretty much, if you don't know what you're doing, hit with analyze, and then he'll also later on will get abilities that allow him to take multiple turns. He's pretty much a decent all-around guy, but definitely useful at the game.
I win. Peace.
And of course, whoever deals the final blow gets a 20% increase in AP. So and that will be used to buy abilities and increase stats. And we'll be getting to that when we actually show off the grow book. Exactly. He's a one-man cat. Hey, I'm not stingy. I'm just not gonna whore out my cat to everyone else. Of course. Now, when dealing with monsters, as you can see, the ones that look like the little ones that are reddish color, those are normal enemies. There are going to be larger ones. Those are ones that are generally tougher and usually more of them. And you generally don't want to start fighting them right now because you're not really properly equipped to handle them. And later on, once you get more powerful, some of the little ones will turn blue, and that means if you slash them, it automatically kills them. You know, kind of like in Earthbound. And let's resign. All right. Also, another thing. Let me take it out here real quick. No, let's not go there. That'll take too much time. There's also a timing day and night system. So when this get 200 coal, which is the money in this game. You always want, when you're going through here, you always want to cut grass that you see and gather items. Just do that. Yeah, kind of went that a little fast, but yeah, we got the last one. But we're not going to use the Wings of Icarus just yet, because we might as well get a little extra item real quick. As I said, pretty much for every second that passes by here, 1 minute passes by. And everything is divided into three 3-hour segments. So every 3 hours it will notify you that it's going by. And when it becomes nighttime, monsters become more aggressive and become tougher. So you pretty much want to watch out. But as I said, you have the Wings of Icarus, so anytime you get stuck, just use the Wings of Icarus, go back. The timer resets, so you can just jump back in, but you of course have to start at the beginning of the area or wherever the area marker is. But that's later on. See, right now we're just gonna gather some items real quick, and of course these grass will. Right here is one of those tougher enemies. You don't want to deal with them right now, because there's a good chance they will actually defeat you. So right now we're just gonna cut these down and do some maneuvering. Okay, there we go. And we have the puppy paws. That's going to be useful. That increases your HP. We'll be giving those to Jess because she has the lowest HP. Uni, that's a item that is a non-elemental item. Does a little bit of damage. We won't be using it because it's practically useless when it comes to damage, because every character can do more damage than that thing. It'll be useful for when we actually use for synthesis. Some of the bigger Unis could be useful, but by the time you make them, well, you can do more damage and you're more likely to hit enemies' weaknesses. And if you didn't get Claire before, you can get Claire here. And right now we're going to cut these down to get some more, well, more of everything actually. And we'll also get some items like Beast Fangs, which of course are used for, which are used for synthesis, and Puni Balls, which are pretty much this Gus little mascot, which are pretty much slimes like in Dragon Quest. And we pretty much cleared this area, so we're going to go back. We're going to get our assignments turned in, and you know what? Yeah. Now we're gonna put down Jess. Yeah. So we're gonna go back, turn our assignments in, and do some synthesis.